Hello DIYers, welcome back. I am so excited for today's video. This is probably the #1 project we were really psyched about filming because whether you own your home, whether you rent your home, if you're about to put your place on the market and you're trying to figure out little things you could do to make it look just a little better with no effort, no money, no tools, no experience, no nothing, you can do this home improvement. So what we are doing today is we are doing a light fixture makeover. So this is not a bad fixture by any means. And actually, there's some details of it that are very much our personal style. This is a really cool dark bronze. There's some really fun industrial shapes, which we definitely are really into. But boy, oh boy, this shade brings it back to 1993 when this house was built. So all we're going to do is we're going to change out the lampshade. We're going to put in new bulbs, and this light is going to look brand new. The other thing that we did was get these absolutely enormous light bulbs. These are huge, but we've already tested them and I'm actually really into it, and now I want more for the bathroom vanity. Okay, first things first, make sure your light is off. Remove your light bulbs. You guys probably don't need to be on a ladder for this, but I'm really short. Oh boy. We've done this multiple times in multiple properties, and every light fixture is different. This one, I believe, is original to when the house was built in 1993. So there's a couple things about it that make it unique. It has these incredibly aggressive sockets. Now, if you wanted to remove and change the socket, you're talking about getting into some wiring. So something specific that we had to do for this particular fixture was we had to find these. These are brass socket covers. These were a little difficult to find, and in our other property, we did not need to use these because the socket was not this large. But in this case, we need to cover up this white socket. So we're going lip up with, this is literally called a decorative socket cover. And then we need to screw our little nails in, and this will keep this in place. Voila. It's not a perfect match, but from far away, you can't tell. These are absolutely gigantic. Enormous! I was a little nervous when they first came in the mail. You absolutely do not need to get light bulbs this big, but that's one of the things that's really nice about this project is that you can go modern, you can go vintage, you can really go whatever direction you want. And there you have it. Depending on how old your place is, how old your light fixture is, some of this might be extra steps for you guys. This is the first time we have dealt with having to cover up a socket. But really, all we're doing here is taking off the shade and changing the light bulb. This is not rocket science. Okay, team. This video has taken a turn. As I am sure you saw, I don't know if any of that was on camera or not. So
kind of 27 to 35.
That's smoking.
Oh.
So something's up with that bulb. One of our light bulbs, within just a few minutes of having it in, started smoking, and the glass completely cracked off, and this fixture completely warped and burned. We have reached out to the manufacturer and hopefully they will send us a new bulb. But you know, it just goes to show that when it comes to home improvements, even if you're doing something so small and so easy, like literally changing a light bulb, you need to make sure that you give yourself ample time to be sure that everything is going okay. So anywho, got a little crazy here today. Some smoking, some breaking glass, some singeing electronics. Okay, you guys, we are back. Well, for you, you never left, hopefully. But for us, we have been gone about 2 weeks because we had one faulty light bulb, which, as you saw, nearly caught fire. Probably a 1 in 100,000 chance of that happening. We were the one, and lucky you were all here to bear witness. But here we have it, the final result, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's so beautiful, it's so classy, it's industrial, it's modern, it's everything I ever want a light fixture to be. We're really, really happy with how it turned out. A couple things you need to know, especially if you've never really looked into light bulbs before. First and foremost, we have lumens. So the technical description of lumens is the amount of light a single birthday candle emits in complete darkness from a distance of 1 square foot. Now, I do not know anybody that thinks about light in that way. For example, these light bulbs are 576 lumens each. For an area like dining, I think 400s and 500s are going to be absolutely perfect for you. For something like a bathroom vanity, I would not go below 600 lumens per bulb. And for something like a cozy reading nook, that's where you can get in the lower ones. That's really going to be a super, super soft reading light. That's hardly going to put out any light. So another thing to keep in mind is the color temperature. Our light fixture here is on the warm side, that kind of warm, cozy glow. This is 2850. Now, if you go up into the 5000s, you're going to be looking at a cooler light, which basically just means more blue. I would recommend a higher Kelvin, again, for something like a bathroom vanity, where you just want that really kind of bright, crisp light, high lumens, high Kelvin. That's going to be perfect if you want that kind of super bright, Hollywood mirror style look. And then for things like dining, reading nooks, the cozy tungsten is going to be great for you. The final thing to keep in mind is the safety features such as voltage, wattage. All of that information should be on your personal light socket. Every single socket is graded for how high of watts and how high of a voltage you can put in. So as long as you follow those guidelines, you should be absolutely fine and happy shopping. Really, at the end of the day, this could just come down to buying some light bulbs for you and taking out the old shades. Like we said, adding these light socket covers is the first time we've ever had to do it. This is a really old light fixture. The sockets are extra, extra long, but it really could be just as simple as taking out an old shade and putting in a cool feature light bulb, and you have completely made over your light fixture. Make sure you like this video. If you did in fact like the content, subscribe to us so you can see all future content. We appreciate you watching. Please tag us Building Home DIY on Instagram if you try this for yourself, and we will see you next time.